Imagine your ideal customer searching for a solution to his problem and discovering you. This moment is called the exploration stage. So what do you want at this stage? To be everywhere that is relevant for your ideal customer so that he can find you. Let's take a look at the logical steps at this stage. What do we want from the customer in this stage? To find you. Then we go to the awareness stage. What do we want from the customer in this exploring stage? To reach them and to be found by them. And how can we achieve this? Through segmentation and targeting your desired audience by creating a tailor-made content for the ideal customer problem and distributing it where the ideal customer spends time. And now we go to the consideration stage. This is the stage where you ask yourself, what do we want from the customer to make up his mind, to make a decision, to achieve an interaction between him and your brand. So how can you accomplish this goal? Through brand positioning and value proposition content. Think of content for your clients to discover how your brand stands apart from the other players from the same category, to learn more about how, and most importantly, why your brand is different. Now, the next logical step for him to do after he reads more information on the solution for his problem and more about you is to consider giving your brand a chance for a limited trial. Maybe a trial, perhaps a demo, this only to get him to the next phase, which is called the action stage. And what do we want in this stage for the customer? To be convinced that your product is the best option, or to buy from you and to make him feel safe when doing this transaction. And how can we achieve this? Through engagement and content strategy. Also, you want him to experience excellent service of great customer solutions for his problem in this specific stage. And then we have the retention stage. This is when the customer actually uses the product or the service and sometimes looking for advice from a company or user community. And what's the main action you should take here? To encourage his brand loyalty with actions like offerings, a wide variety of ways to interact with your company after the purchase. And you might consider making your contact details and customer service widely available across all platforms of communication. Which leads us to the next phase, the advocacy stage. What do we want from the customer in this stage? To remain loyal to the brand and to engage with the brand. And how can you achieve this goal? Through an integrated communication strategy, through earning trust and connecting in the social sphere, evangelizing your brand and spreading the word about you. And that's the final destination for any business that wants to become memorable, that is, to have returning customers that are thrilled about the brand. Now, once you understand how to plan your strategy according to these main customer stages, the actions that you need to take are clear. There are really specific types of content for each stage of the customer journey that will ultimately attract, convert, close, and delight your customers. And all you need to do to plan the perfect strategy for your brand is to always have the customer persona in mind, the customer profile that we created in the beginning, and then create the tailor-made content to turn the persona from a stranger to a visitor, from a visitor to a lead, from a lead to a customer, and from a customer to a thrilled promoter of your brand. And however you choose to present your content, there are a few things you have to keep in mind when creating a marketing campaign. Your content should establish your brand's personality, provide value to your customers, and build up their trust in your brand.